James was waiting at the junction for Thomas, who was running late. I reckon I have time for a snooze. He yawned and closed his eyes. His nap was soon rudely interrupted by a sharp toot of a horn. A long, green diesel buzzed into the station. Dreadfully sorry. I'm late, dear. Bull on the line, as per usual. Who are you? And where's Thomas? He asked. Thomas's driver was ill, she explained. So I'm taking his morning train for him. How unfortunate. For him and me. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Daisy. And you are? Leaving. He snorted away, leaving Daisy rather bemused. Nice to meet you, Daisy called, surprised to be irritated. That evening, James returned to the sheds. To his dismay, the other engines were talking about Daisy.
Ah, Daisy,
said Gordon.
Yes, I've heard of her too. A bit fussy and appreciates the finer things, but a hard worker nonetheless. Now, doesn't that sound familiar, James?
Chirped Henry. James didn't respond. The next morning, James puffed into the junction. He groaned in anticipation to see Daisy again, but was relieved to hear a friendly whistle and the puff of a steam engine drawing into the station. Hello, James, said Thomas. Long time no see. Oh, thank goodness, said James. You're back. I never left, chuckled Thomas. Now that my driver's better, I'm back in service. Oh, good, sighed James with relief. It's good to see that old diesel sent packing. Thomas was confused. Whatever do you mean, James? That diesel that ran here while you were gone. Daisy, was it? Daisy? Daisy isn't gone. She simply runs the branch line with me. As if on cue, Daisy's horn tooted in the distance, and she came swerving into the station. Oh, hello, Thomas, she said sweetly. Her eyes fell on James. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Unlike some of us, remarked James. Proper work, pulling coaches. What do you mean by that? Spluttered Daisy. I do plenty of proper work. Just ask Thomas. Indeed she does, said Thomas firmly. Pah! Retorted James and snorted off in a huff. As James made his way down the main line, rain began to pour down on the rails. Soon he neared Gordon's Hill, and as he approached the hill, his wheels began to slip.
Take a run at it, James!
Checked his driver. James tried his best, but it was too much. Exhausted, he gave up and backed down the hill.
I'll send for a back engine,
said the fireman. It wasn't long before the engine arrived. To James's dismay, it was Daisy. Well, well, she said smugly. Is this proper work now, dear? James groaned, feeling sorry for himself. Daisy smiled. Cheer up, dear. Now, how about we show this hill what we're made of? James agreed. With James in front and Daisy pushing behind, the two made their way up the hill. Soon, James began to slip again. The engine tugged fiercely at the coaches. Come on, he barked. Not so rough, dear, snapped Daisy. Calm down so I can push. James did so, and soon he noticed it became easier. That's better, soothed Daisy. Finally, the pair made it over the hill. The engines tooted with triumph as they coasted down the hill. James glided into the station, and the passengers all got out. Daisy drew alongside. James smiled widely. Thank you for helping me. How did you do that on the hill? Simply one of the perks of being highly sprung, darling, responded Daisy. James was impressed. The two are now great friends. They often see each other at the junction and chat together about things like being highly sprung and shiny paintwork. And James now knows that just because someone is different doesn't mean they can't help. As if on cue, Daisy's horn tooted in the distance and she came swerving into the station.